Gemini twin gang, sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus placements. Thank you for being here. I hope you're well. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your tarot card for the week of February 15th, 2026. You know the rule. You know the drill, Gemini. It's a general collective reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, simply means it's meant for someone else. And check out your other placements. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, in the description box is information on how you can become a member of my Time Travelers program. I issue 48 exclusive readings to members every month, and so if you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you there. With all of that said now, let's begin. We are tapping into now the Gemini Collective for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the tarot card of the week here for the Gemini Collective for the week of February 15th, 2026? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Queen of Pentacles. What situation in your life do you hold value to? Bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. What am I ready to commit to in my life? Okay. What situation in your life holds value to you? Tell me more about this. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for the Gemini Collective. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Star. We have Temperance. Two cards wanted to come out. We'll take them. The World and the Five of Pentacles. Why aren't you working on this? There's something here that you desire. Wish, dream, goal. With that Queen of Pentacles to the Hierophant to the Five of Pentacles, I feel for a lot of you it's financial related, but if you want to take it as a love reading, you can. So far, I'm not seeing that. This seems to be a wish, dream, or goal that you have about attaining a level of success, or I really want to learn that skill, or I'd like to make that amount of money. You know, I really want to launch my business. This seems to be very future focused when it comes to financial security and financial abundance. However, I have a group of you here where you're not as committed to that as you should be. So maybe you're like me, you work from home, but you're working at all different hours of the day, right? And maybe this is just saying you need something that's a little bit more regimented, like you need more of a schedule so you can be more successful. Like you need to be committed to this. And maybe this is, for some of you, a dietary program or an exercise regimen. Again, you need to be committed to it, because I think if you sit on your hands or you do this half-assed, I don't think you get the result you want. It looks like the result ends up being Five of Pentacles. Not as successful with it as you would like to be. I don't think it's love related. I feel like it's either money or something to do with yourself, because the Hierophant sometimes could talk about ourself, so our self-image. So there's just something like that here. So it could be diet, could be exercise, some type of habit that you have that you know you need to, be committed to quit, like smoking or eating too much sweets or something like that. And for others of you, this is a financial wish, dream, or goal that you have. So whatever it is for you, I feel like you're not very committed to it. We have the Ace of Cups. That's the truth whenever I see an ace after I say something. So tell me about the Star card here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Three of Cups, bottom of the deck, Fool card. There's your new beginning. I think it's time for you to get out of your head and to get a little bit more regimented with your schedule, or a little bit more committed to whatever it is that this is for you. It's time to get excited. It's time to be passionate about losing the weight, working out. You know what I mean? Giving up on the toxicity or the toxic pattern or trait within yourself. Or like I said, just becoming more dedicated to making money or learning something that in the future could generate some money for you. But you're sitting on your hands. You're like, I would really like to have this. It would make me very happy if I accomplished this goal. It would be a reason to celebrate. Part of you is very passionate about it. I don't think a Gemini would put any effort or much effort into something that they truly didn't want or desire at the end of the day. So this is something that you want and desire. You're like, I'm looking at my future, and that's exactly what I want to be part of it. I want to have better health. I want to look better. I want to make a lot of money. I don't know why. That's what I'm being told. But you're sitting on your hands, and the Temperance, this is fire energy, right? It's our opposite sign of Sagittarius, but Temperance doesn't move. So it's like you're sitting on your hands. You should be a little bit more Leo energy or a little bit more Aries as opposed to Sagittarius. And I'm not saying you're a cross watcher, please don't get upset. I'm not saying all Sagittarians sit on their ass. They don't. It's a fire sign. But the card itself, in terms of temperance, it's incredibly slow moving. And I think it's time for you to kind of get off your butt and light the spark up in you again and say, okay, I'm going to be dedicated to accomplishing this goal. Because I feel like what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up getting the result that you don't want. Like, you won't be as successful with it. And I think it's just going to bum you out. But right now, this seems to be a matter of persistence and dedication on your part. And you seem to be lacking it a little bit. Yeah, lacking a bit when it comes to this. Why is temperance here? Why are you like this? One more shuffle. Thank you. Why are you like this? Knight of Pentacles, slow. Queen of Swords, there you are, whether you're masculine or feminine. Seven of Wands. You're like blocking your own blessing here. And I don't know if this is because you're not fully confident in yourself, or maybe you need to get more organized. Sometimes I look at the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. It's like, this looks like a lot of clutter to me. So maybe this is like decluttering your workspace or getting more organized with your workspace. Maybe for some of you, you need to create a plan. Knight of Pentacles is Virgo energy. High vibrational Virgo creates a schedule and a plan. And damn it, they stick to it because their end goal is to get to the Ten of Pentacles. They're holding the Ace of Pentacles. They certainly don't want to get to the end of the line and be in the Five of Pentacles. That's not the goal of the Knight of Pentacles. So there's something here you need to get a little bit more serious about, a little bit more regimented about. Again, I feel like it's more in your schedule. Yeah, it's a little bit more in your schedule. You got to show a little bit more dedication to this. And if this has anything to do with your personal self, again, in terms of like a dietary or exercise regimen, it's time to create the plan and it's time to be dedicated to it if that's what you choose to do. Can I have an alternate ending here? Because I feel like if you don't do anything or you continue doing what you're currently doing, the results are not what you want it to be. Can I have the alternate ending here? If Gemini actually were to create that schedule or get a little bit more dedicated or commit themselves to whatever this is. Okay, the Magician. I asked what the end goal is, right? What is the alternate ending? The Magician, your manifestation, which probably for you is Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, Three of Swords in the reverse. So it would be coming out of financial hardship or coming out of financial lack. Whatever it is here that you're manifesting to, I feel like it's more financial, but if you want to take it as health related with the heart, you can do that as well. Can I get one more card on this? So if you really get dedicated to this, what you want ends up happening. And then you're not disappointed with the result. You're actually quite elated and happy. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Yeah, Ten of Wands, bottom of the deck, the King of Wands. This is going to be a really heavy lift for you, Gemini. Like, it's going to be very difficult for you to manifest the outcome that you want with this if you don't start putting more effort into it. I don't want to lecture you. I'm a Gemini sun. I have an idea about one or two things in my life that this pertains to. So let's be real and honest with ourselves this week. Let's ask ourselves this dream, wish, or goal. If it has a lot of value to us, if we can see it in our future, it's something that we truly want for ourselves, something that we truly desire, then it's time to buckle down and get real this week and create the regimented schedule, plan, or strategy to make it a reality. Otherwise, it's going to be a really heavy lift. And I feel like you're going to get to a certain stage and you might actually give up on whatever this is. You might even smite the universe. Like, oh, I tried, but this message is telling you you really aren't trying. And that's why you're not seeing the results at this time that you want with whatever this is. So this is a week to buckle down and get serious. If you're ready to commit to whatever this is. That is what I have for you, Gemini, for the week of February 15th, 2026. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out the description box to find out how you can become a member of my Time Travelers program. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.